Hello, family. Welcome back to my channel. Gracefully and thee. I want to welcome you today into another beautiful, wonderful segment with my very self, Gracefully and thee. Today, we're going to be talking about something very beautiful, wonderful, and great. But before we go into our topic today, like I always do in this place, is a place we motivate you, we empower you to see things in a positive dimension. And as well, it's a place we bring an eye opening, awareness, and most especially, we make you to believe and to know that no matter how great yesterday was, it can never be better or greater than today. Do you know why? Because today is a fresh start, is a new dawn, is a privilege given to us by God Almighty to accomplish whatsoever we are unable to accomplish yesterday. So I don't know what your yesterday was yesterday. I don't know how bad yesterday looked. I don't know how beautiful yesterday was. But one thing is certain, that today is a privilege to do better than yesterday. That's why we're here to empower you in a positive dimension. But before we go into our topic today, I want to say a big thank you to all our returning subscribers. Remember, without you guys, we cannot be doing what we love to do. We cannot be sharing our ideas. We cannot be doing what really motivates us to be who we really are today. Remember, you are a blessing to us. And we are saying thank you and God bless you richly as you continue to stay tuned with us. Today we're going to be talking about something very wonderful that you don't want to miss. Please don't skip this video. And I also want to say, if you are not a member of this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, put on our notification bell, because it's a place you will love enjoying coming over and over and over, because there is something good and a lesson to learn from. So let's just dive into our topic today. Today we're going to be talking about the others of life. Only you can see beyond the troubles. If only you can just click out from the troubles and click in to the lesson, you will be able to accomplish the blessing that is attached to the others, or the troubles, or the trials, or what is going on in your life that you don't like. Let me tell you something. Like I said, today's topic is about the others of life, the lesson in it, the blessing, and the beauty that goes with the orders of life. Remember, there is someone that has created us into this world, and he has made it clear from the very beginning. He said, in this world, you will go through trials, tribulations, storms, and upside down. But he made it clear that in all, he has overcome it all for you and I. Today, we're going to be talking about the others of life and the lesson, the beauty, and the blessing that goes with the others of life. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know where you are right now. I don't know the storm that you might be going through, or I don't know the challenge that is facing you. But one thing is certain, that in every trouble, there is always a blessing attached to it. If only. That's the more reason why today I want to be talking about the others of life. Because even my very self, there are things that will be happening around us. We don't like it. We don't know how to deal with it. We don't want it to happen in our lives. But what are we going to do? What we need to do is to see beyond the trouble. We need to click out from the trouble and click into the blessings that is attached to the orders, the troubles, the trials, the ups and downs, the pandemic. There is no cash, there is this, there is that. I don't know the problem you might be going through. I'm here to encourage you today that the orders of life is natural. The orders of life is common among men. But the ability to see beyond the orders, the ability to look beyond the orders, not to stay focused on the trouble, not to click to the trouble, but to just double click the trouble and click into the blessing or the lesson in the orders of life. When you can be able to click beyond the trouble and get the lesson in the trouble, then you can be able to accomplish the blessing that is attached to it. Remember, today I'm going to be analyzing, I'm going to be dropping so many things for we to not to stay focused on the orders of life, not to concentrate on the troubles, or not to concentrate on the pain, the agony, or the things that is happening in the world. Rather, we get the lesson and click into the blessing that is attached to whatsoever you are going through in life. I will be sharing some few Bible stories today that will encourage you not to stay focused on the troubles, but rather to double click the troubles and jump into the blessing, because that trouble, there is always a beautiful lesson in it that will bring the blessing through the troubles. That's why I want to encourage you today, that in every trouble, in every others, whatsoever you might be going through, when there is no solution in it, just leave it. Don't overstress yourself about the troubles. Rather, be concerned about how to solve it. Be concerned about the lesson. Be concerned about the beauty in the others. Life is not always rosy. God made it clear to us that in this world we'll go through trials, tribulation, but be rest assured that God has overcome every troubles that you might be going through, that you don't even know how to solve it, you don't know how to deal with it, but I want you to see the beauty. I want you to get the lesson in the troubles. That is what, as human, we need to learn to focus on. We need to put our mind in the blessing and the lesson that is attached to the orders of life. There are times I come across a lot of people, when you're having issues with someone, there is no need of deliberating. There is no need of throwing stones. There is no need of fighting. There is no need of quarreling. One thing I want you to get in every trouble you have with someone, let me tell you, the best lesson you can get and the blessing that is attached to the trouble. Do you know it? You need to take a minute to sit down, take a deep breath, instead of throwing stones back at the person that has done something that is making you to be mad. Take a minute and ask yourself, where was I wrong in all this mess? What was my error? What was my contribution that make it to be the way it is right now? What is my contribution? What are my errors? What are my mistakes? What did I do wrong? What are my own faults in all these orders that I am going through? When you can take a minute to think about it, when you can take a minute to see your own error, not focusing on the problem or the person that has caused the problem, you can be able to get a lesson. You can be able to get the beauty. You can be able to come out from the trouble. That is one of the basic key that many of us fail to do. When there are things going on in our life, when there is a mess in our life, when there are orders that we cannot share, one lesson you must get to understand: take a deep breath, relax, stop throwing stones, stop fighting, stop concentrating on the problem, stop concentrating on the problem, stop concentrating on the person, stop concentrating on the issue. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what was my contribution that make everything to be messed up? Where is my error? When you can be able to bring out your error, your contribution to why the things are the way they are right now, you sit down to bring out your own error. Forget about who caused it. Forget about how messed the things may be. You get your own error and fix it. Stop concentrating on the problem. When you can fix the problem, that when you can be able to correct your own error, you get the lesson of the problem. Then you can be able to skate through the problem and grab the blessing. There is no problem that is not attached to it. Look at the story of Job in the Bible. God make it clear. It's a mind-blowing story of Job. Do you know Job have his own error? Yes, he never sinned against God. But do you know, until Job forgave his friends, the blessing never came. The very time he forgave his friend, he now know that, oh, I need to let go. Then the blessing was abundance. Look, I don't know where you are right now. I don't know the troubles you might be going through. One thing is certain, that nothing happened without a reason. Nothing happened without a blessing. Because whatever you're going through, there is a lesson that will make you to go to the next level. That is the more reason why today I want to encourage you that no matter how bad the situation is, it is time not to concentrate on the troubles. Stop concentrating on the others. Stop concentrating on who is causing it. Stop concentrating on the problem. Get where you're falling. Get where you messed up. Get how you're going to fix it and what is going to be your gain in it. Do you know when you have issues, when there are things that is going on, you just concentrating on the problem, you're going to lose yourself, you're going to get crazy, you'll not be concentrating, you don't look good, you can eat well, you don't sleep well. It takes everything, all those of life. But the very day you begin to say, oh no, I'm no longer okay, I need to fix myself. But how can you fix yourself? Until you begin to let go the others. Until you begin to see past the problem. Until you begin to pick your own error in the problem. Then you begin to get the lesson. From the lesson, you begin to gain back yourself. That's the blessing. You lost yourself. You lost your mind. You lost your sleep. You lost everything during the others. Now we're going to bring the lesson. When you begin to recollect yourself, you look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, come on, this is not me. Then you get the lesson in it. Then the blessing needs to come back. You begin to try to fix yourself. There is a blessing. You begin to fix yourself for allowing yourself to be messed up in the orders of life. When you begin to fix yourself, you don't want to go back to the way you was in the period where you lost yourself. That is the orders of life. If you look at the story of Saul and David, it was another beautiful story. David had all the opportunity to mess with Saul, but he never did. I don't know your orders in life. I don't know the place you are right now that you feel like giving up in life. You are going crazy. You lost in yourself. You are not concentrating. You just want to bring down the all things around you. Hello. Take a minute. Sit down. Pick your arrow. Pick your fault in the orders. No matter the troubles that is going on in your life, no matter what is happening around you, you contributed to the mess. No matter how you see it, you might say, what is she saying? Take a minute and ask yourself. There are things you don't need to give attention to. When you give attention to it, that is not important, that it begins to give you troubles, it begins to give you sleepless night, you contributed to the problem. Do you get it? So I want you to take a minute and sit down there. All this drama, all this problem going on in my life, Where did I contribute to it? When you can be able to figure your own error in it, you can be able to correct it, and you will be able to stop pointing finger at people or at the things that is going on around you, and you can be able to correct everything that is happening around you. All we need to do is to always sit down, think about it. Where am I falling? What are my errors in this whole problem? What did I contribute to it? Where did I mess up? Where you can be able to ask yourself the question, hey, I don't like what is going on in my life. What should I do? Pause. Ask yourself the question. Make the amends. And get the message. When you can be able to do it, you will find out that life is normal to go through storm. Life is normal to go through others. But the ability for we to accept our faults in whatsoever we are going through, it can help us to calm the situation. It can help us to discover something new in the process. It can help us to get a blessing that we don't even imagine that is attached to that problem. I don't want to go deep into this issue today, but I want you to know something, that I want you to get the message. My message for you today is, no matter the troubles, no matter the orders you might be going through in life, there is always a lesson in it. There is always a beauty in it. And there is always a blessing that is always attached to it. Remember, like I said in the story of Job, after all the dark night, after all the troubles, he became more blessed than the early beginning. Likewise to you watching me, likewise to my very self. I don't know the orders you might be going through. I don't know the storm. You feel like retaliating. You feel like fighting. You feel like bringing down everything. I want you to take a deep breath. Ask yourself the question, where is my error in it? You have your own error in the orders, in the trouble, in the mess, in whatsoever you're going through right now. You might not accept it that, oh, I have contributed to this mess that is happening in my life. But when you can take a minute to sit down and ask yourself this question, take the breath. Don't be so pompous. Many of us, because of pride, we will never get to accept our error in our troubles. Because of I know it too well, we will not accept our mistake in the problem. But I want to tell you, as a child of God, as an image that God has created into this world, He make it clear we will go through troubles of life. But in all, there is always a quarter. You might say, I am not 40, but take a minute and check it, giving attention to things that you ought to look beyond, click beyond. Attention to it, you've contributed. Check it. Ask yourself the question, where have I added to this problem? Where have I added to these orders that this problem is not going? When you can think about it, click beyond the problem, get the lesson, and at the end of the day, you will see the beauty, you will see the magical, you will see what God has inside the trouble. Just as Job life became more blessed than his early days. Likewise to your very life. I don't know the orders you might be going through. You don't know what to do, but there is a blessing attached to it. Take the breath and ask yourself, see beyond the troubles, double click into the lesson and get the blessing in it. And as you do that, you will see that life is what beauty, is what blessings, it's what living according to the dimension of God. I love you. I hope you get the lesson in our talk today. I'll see you again next time. Gracefully Ade. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Get the lesson in every troubles. Get the lesson in every others, and you will see, you will smile again. I love you. I'll see you again. Bye.